Low-income people make decisions in the same way everybody else does. They care about beauty and status and comfort. Only by standing with the poor, by understanding the perspectives of low-income people, will we create a fully inclusive economy. I was recently in Kenya, where I had the great privilege of sitting in a tiny home with a woman named Teresia, a granny who had a daughter and her grandson with her. And together this family lived on about $1 a day. And like many huts in rural Africa, even though it was high noon, with only the light coming in from the door, you could feel like it was closer to nighttime, except that she had this light in the middle. At one point I said to her, how would you improve this light if you had the chance? And she made one really good recommendation, and we assumed that that was it. And then she had a second, and then a third, and then a fourth way of improving this light. And as I watched this illiterate, extraordinary woman who lives in utmost poverty by all measures, I saw this extraordinary sense of dignity, because she was talking to the regional representative not as a victim, but as a customer who had the right and responsibility to tell him how to improve his product. And he was looking at her, not with this sense of benevolence or false goodness for having gifted her with something, but rather as someone who needed to gain her trust and her experience to build a product that she would value and that she would decide to buy. And I thought to myself that this is why I started Acumen in the first place. Javad Aslam is a Pakistani American who after 9/11 decided to move to Pakistan and use his skills in commercial real estate to try the audacious task of building an affordable low-income housing development. What he didn't expect was the level of bureaucracy and corruption and complacency that he would have to fight, starting with just registering the land itself. Javad refused to pay any bribes, and so it took 1.5 years for him just to get that land registered. But Acumen's capital is patient capital, so we could partner with Javad and support his desire to do things the right way, not the easy way. Well, today over 2,000 people live in this beautiful community filled with parks and a mosque and a little place where people can build shops, and their own local economy is starting to flourish. Because Javad had the courage and the determination and the grit to build something that focused on low-income people as customers who wanted to take control of their own destiny. And so everything we do starts with this idea of standing with the poor, believing in a society where all people should have access to healthcare and water and energy, and those things that allow us to be most human, those things that allow us to fulfill our individual potential. We are investing not only in companies, but also in leaders and in the spread of ideas that matter. And in so doing, we feel that our next chapter will be about bringing those models forth, creating a global community of leaders who dare transcend these boundaries of government and the marketplace in ways that serve all of us. And that's the vision for Acumen's next chapter, investing in companies, in leaders, and ideas to create a world beyond poverty and change the way the world tackles it.